What's up, YouTube? It's Lou here. Hope you're all well. I am most definitely not well. Whole body's aching. I feel like absolute poo. But I think this is going to be the only video I'll make today, unfortunately. But as you know, whatever happens with Bitcoin will happen with the rest of the alts. So don't worry too much. Because if Bitcoin goes up, the alts will. And if Bitcoin goes down, the alts will too. So what we were anticipating is this right shoulder forming. We haven't got that yet. You can see we're holding this 55 as support. Pardon me, just burped. But we're also at resistance. We're at support and resistance. So what I told you after this doji over here is that we've got indecision in the market. And usually when it's at resistance, you tend to reverse. But because it's at support and resistance, it can either go up or down. The most likelier scenario, or the one that I would preferably want for it to stay healthy, is for it to retrace, come back to the 20 EMA. We have not retested this 20 EMA ever since breaking above it. Yeah, so that's something that needs to happen, and that's why we think that potentially we're going to come back into this low, because when we lost this low, it basically validated a target to 28k. It's just when you bounced off the 1.272 here and came back above this green line, yeah, you need to flip into support first, and this green line is the one. So as long as you're above this green line at about 39k, you're not going to 28k. But again, if we now come down and lose 39k, that would basically validate that 28k target to the downside. Now, one thing we do need to watch out for is the 200 EMA. This is just above us. This is, I think, where Bitcoin would next head to if we break this resistance via short-term targets. What happens when we get up here? The main target we're focused on is 52 to 55k. We do have a 618 here, and we know that this acts like a magnet. Just like we retrace to this high, we will retrace to this high next once we break above this. And at the moment on the daily time frame, you're currently breaking out above the previous high here. You're actually at 45.1k. The previous high is 44.4k. So actually, if you do get above this and confirm it as support, then you would be in a technical target to 53k, retracing back to this previous high over here. We just do have those moving averages above us, but you can see we weren't really acting as resistance here nor here. This is why it's really sus, because these are major key levels of resistance that didn't even and Bitcoin never even struggled to get above it. So what they need to do now is be held as support. The 55 is being held. It's just I would really like to see the 20. They are leaning up. It looks like it wants to form a bullish cross. So that's positive. Once they form a bullish cross, it's basically stating that we will come to the 200 EMA. Most of the time you come to the 200 EMA anyway before that bullish cross happens. So we don't really need to worry about the bullish cross. We just need to see the reaction from the 200. I want it to then come back to these EMAs. I preferably want it to hold the 20, and then from there we will get continuation. But obviously, if you come down below the 55, would you be coming back to that 20 at the 786, roughly at 41.7k, in and around that area. So I can get you some more fib levels if we do go to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour here, we were doing some sort of A, B, C, but it looks like you're no longer doing that. So A, B, and then we thought we were going to continue down like this to the 55. So that's what the 4 hours suggesting. But you come up and broke this high. So when you broke that, you're basically retracing to this previous high point over here. You're in a target to that previous high point at 45.5k basically. So you broke above the 618, which actually sort of stepped in as resistance and sent us below the 20, but you were being forced up by the 20, basically. It was holding us up as support, so not letting us continue down, rolling over. So we are retracing to 45.5k, and if you can have a 4-hour close above that previous high, then we would head to 47k in the short term, lining up with our next 46k target, which is on the daily time frame, the 200 EMA over here. So yeah, in and around here, and then obviously retrace probably back to this red box, flip it into a green box if it could be confirmed as support, and then we'll continue to these next targets up here. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe so we can get to 2k subscribers by the end of this month, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.